Hi and welcome to another session of advanced readings. This is a technique that we use in spiritualism a lot, and it also inspired me when I had the oracle readings through the Nadi oracles, where our messages were given to me thousands of years in advance, mind-boggling stuff. And also, of course, it's used in when you're using clairvoyance by email reading and sometimes by telephone. You know things before the person calls you. So I'm inspired by this technique and I hope it helps you. There could be a message here for you today. So you'll see me working in blue light for this, because this is how the medium can get close to spirit. We often use a red or blue light in my circle, particularly if you're doing physical or trance work. Anyway, hope you enjoy these sessions. The message I've got to give is for somebody who is looking after somebody who's disabled. I'm being shown a young person who has both physical difficulties and psychological difficulties, in that they can't communicate and they can't speak properly. And I feel your work is really cut out for you. In fact, it's a couple that I feel are helping here. I don't know if the couple are actually married, but there's two of you that are helping with this child. And he's a slightly older child. He's not young. It's not young, and I feel it's a male child. And I'm just getting a sense here of that it's been a major struggle for you. And there's also a lot of question marks over your home at the moment. Where you're supposed to live. I feel as if you were supposed to get some help and to be put into somewhere that's more sensible, because my sense is I've got stairs and things that are really hard to negotiate, and all sorts of difficulties and issues with mobility problems here that you've been promised help with, but it never comes along. And I think with all what's happened with all happened through 2020 and things with the COVID and things, that there's been issues and problems with delays to money and help. It's as if you were supposed to be getting some help. Who's Alan? I also sense Alan around you. There's something connected with Alan with this, who is somehow involved in the whole help and situation around it. The boy also wants a rabbit. He keeps talking about a rabbit, I feel. And I feel he wants a rabbit as a pet. Not practical at the moment, but possibly if you had a place with a bit more garden to it. Because I feel I get the sense you're in a condominium or a flat or whatever we want to call it. And it's not easy access to have anything like that. So I'm seeing this. But I'm seeing this change happening in your life, and something happening with this to help make it easier, because I feel you're getting some help. So don't worry, because I feel help is on the way. And the boy's been getting some help as well, and I feel he's beginning to learn to communicate a lot more. He's not unintelligent. He's quite an intelligent boy. It's just he has trouble, like I say, with speaking. You know, he can't get the words. But he's got the intelligence there, and I feel he's got things like maths ability and things like this. He's very clever underneath it all, but socially very, very difficult to communicate, and quite an extreme with that type of thing. So you're getting help there, and I feel that will help you long term to help him to make the best of himself, because I feel quite a lot of ability can come out. You know, he's still a soul like the rest of us, and has a lot to express and learn and do in this life, and karma to burn off like we all have. And I feel that he's got quite a deep spiritual side to him, actually, because he has quite a sensitive soul who can be a very kind feeling to him, which is hard for him to express, but it's there. There's a kindness and a sensitivity underneath it all. So I'm wishing you a lot of goodwill with this and good help, and anybody watching this video, let us send a thought to you, because you're doing a hard job and it's difficult for you, and I feel very lonely, but you're going to make it, and you're going to get there with this. You've also been talking about, also there's been issues about bathrooms as well, and I don't know if we've having to have some special bathroom put in the house too, because this is why we need a new place completely, because there's just not the room to make it all function there for you. So it's a difficult task. And I don't know whether Williams also means something to you too, or if I could say the Williams sisters, because I feel as if there's two people with that name, and there's also an Evans as well. And those are a bit Welshy sort of names. I don't know if there's a sort of a Welsh connection somewhere in your family too, if we look back either through the tree or in your direct family, because I feel there's some Welsh blood in the veins. And so I just want to say that I feel help is on its way. That there's going to be some, I predict there's going to be some financial help coming your way, and I feel this is something like a fund or a council or a foundation of some sort that can help you with those problems you've got with the disabilities. And I don't know if you were given a television or something recently too, because there seems to be a TV given. So hopefully all those bits add up to give you some proof that this is a true spiritual communication for you. And if you can accept this, then accept the message also that he's being looked after from those on the spirit side and is being looked down upon him. And he has a special spiritual path through life, and there is meaning to his being here on earth, and he is burning up sort of karma in his own way, because he's actually, despite what he looks like, he's a very advanced spiritual soul. Okay, thank you. So maybe that message was for you, and if it was, please do leave a comment in the comments below on YouTube so that other people can recognize that this is real. I mean, if you look back at some of the older videos, you'll see that some of the most strange and obscure messages have been taken to the letter, and there's been some interesting stories that are developed once a person has made the comment. So leave a comment, and even if the message isn't for you, it's still a good idea to leave a comment, because this helps spirit to connect with us and maybe get you a message next time. Football. I'm getting football, but I'm getting not soccer football, I'm getting that American style football, actually, because someone's talking to me and they're calling the name Michael, who had connections with football. He must have been a player or taken a keen interest in playing football, American style football. And I'm seeing, I don't know if he had a number of teams, because I'm seeing some connection with somewhere like Chicago, or it could be Delaware. I don't know. I'm getting something like that, but I'm getting this, they're different places, aren't they? Way apart. But I'm just hearing that being called out to me as the recipient of this message would understand this. And there's a young man that's talking here in spirit, and he did play football, he's telling me, and He died suddenly. He died in very mysterious circumstances. At first I thought I was seeing an accident, like a car accident, because I was going fast. But I get the feeling I'm falling. Did I fall out of a window or something? This is the feeling I get. I fell off a balcony because something happened that took my life very, very fast. Bang. And it may have been on an event or a tour of something associated with sports. And he died as a young man, very fast and in the peak of health. Because I feel I've come down fast and I've hit the concrete, I've hit my head on the way down on a separate thing. It's hit twice. It's like falling down. It's like steps as they go down. It's like land, land, land. You know. So I've hit 3 times. Though I feel he's passed away on the first hit, as it were. So his passing was mercifully quick. And in a way, I hardly knew what happened to him. But he loved the football, and he also liked the soccer football as well, because he's talking about Pele, the footballer, and so must have had some also interest in the South American teams, because I don't know whether Pele, the soccer footballer, was also a hero of his, who he's talking about here. And so he knew all the names, and all the Maradona and all the rest of it. He's given me all those sort of names to me here. Really enthusiastic about it. So I've talked about American football, but now I'm getting all pictures of sort of soccer. So I think he's got a multiple interest, unless I've got myself confused here somewhere, but I think that's what he was trying to say, because I sense this American connection here still with this link. Charlie Forbes, I don't know if that means anything. I just have to say that as well. That might mean something to you. Something that's just name come out. I can't even connect it. Just flashed in my mind, so I'm going to put that out there in case that means something to you. He's a very fast speaker. He would always be very excitable. I feel almost I'm wanting to talk twice the speed I would normally speak, because I feel he talks like that. So I'm picking up his impressions here when he speaks, and he liked to do that. And he's sad he's gone over so soon. And I feel he's quite an extrovert person, and you know, full up front with everybody. He'd never tell a lie. Well, actually, you couldn't tell if he's lying or not, actually. But he was always telling the truth. But he used to trick you as well. There's that bit. But it's underneath himself, he's a very truthful, honest person. Never let the side down. Never let not just the team, but a person, because I feel there's this sense of loyalty to him. Very sad, because he had just met somebody too who was very important to him in his life on an emotional level, and that was going very well. And he's sad that he died at a time just as it was beginning to seem as if he was going to have a really happy emotional life. There's that feeling there with him too, because before that life was all ups and downs with relationships. And he was very close to his mum, so if the message can get out to his mother, I hope it gets out to his mother. I get the feeling the person that's picking this up knew him, as opposed to his family, because I feel they knew him through the football, and I feel that would have been reasonably close to him, knew him well enough to be able to pick this message up. And I hope actually that you're able to, the message might actually get through to others who knew him, because he was so well liked. I feel he had a very, very big funeral, and people from all over the world came to him. I don't think, from what he's given me here, he's got modest, although he's got this outward going sort of jokiness. When it comes to his career, I feel kind of a bit modest about it in a funny way. It's a mixture, a double feeling here. But I don't think he was famous, but I do get the sense that he was quite well known in his locally, perhaps, with him. Yes, used to drink a bit too, and I also hear. I don't know if you had a friend who he used to nickname and call him Swanee. That might mean something to you. Do put a message in the comment if this is for you, and you can understand and pick up this message, because they do get taken. Okay, so I'm going to pass this love on to you from the spirit there. Now, I want to give a message now to someone who is working very seriously. The person's receiving this message, you out there, you're working very, very seriously on your spiritual development. And in particular, you're working on this idea of moving the energy force up and down the spine. And I feel that you kind of stuck at the moment with it. You've had some help, I feel, from a teacher, and they've got you sort of working with moving the what I call it, the light up and down the spine using the breath. You're doing Kriya Yoga, you're doing pranayama, you're doing all the bija mantras on the chakras and things like this. So this is a female person that I'm speaking to, I feel here, that's working with this. And you've had a spiritual teacher who for some reason is not here anymore. I don't know whether they've left or they've died or they've gone somewhere else, but it's like you were kind of getting on with this and you feel a bit high and dry because you were getting a lot of personal help and from this person. And I feel the spiritual teacher is still sending their resonance. I feel they're between the two worlds, as it were. Because I think there's a Buddhist connection with it too. Although these techniques are Hindu, I feel as if the teacher has a strong Buddhist influence to the way they teach. So they're a teacher that is part Vedic teaching and part Buddhist teaching. So they would be very specific sort of person. I've never heard of anyone like this really, but I feel that you would understand that their teachings to you have been more explained in ways of one would explain Buddhism. Perhaps you have been a Buddhist and you've moved into this realm that he's taught you. Okay. And I feel with you, you've also been planning a trip to India to go to Varanasi, the old Benares. And I feel that I want to encourage you to do that because I feel I'm being shown some. I'm seeing pictures of the ghats there in Varanasi, and going to the place where the Buddha taught the Eightfold Path. I believe it was there. There's a deer park. So I'm seeing you doing a bit of a journey. I'm seeing you going and finding new teachers and new masters to help you progress your work. My feeling is I want to say what you're doing is fine. What you're doing is fine now. You have the technique. You have the technique in its complete form. You kind of get a bit frustrated with the way it goes, I feel. But my sense is that you're progressing anyway, whether you know it or not. And that's what I want to say. Whether you know it or not, you are progressing with this work. And I've got to give you some more. I've got to give you some more proofs here too to prove this with you. I see a dragonfly. I don't know why I thought at first it was a butterfly. No, I think it's a dragonfly that I've got to show you. I don't know if you have a picture of a dragonfly, maybe significant place with your spiritual work. Maybe it's on a yoga mat, or maybe you wear something like that, or maybe it's a symbol that's been given to you by someone else as a proof. But I feel I want to say dragonfly to you. I know there's a movie like that about dragonfly too, but it's not that that's influenced me. I see this as a dragonfly for you. And I don't know whether that has something to connect with your spiritual name or something, because sometimes people take on a spiritual name. But what I want to say is keep up the good work. Keep up the spiritual work. Don't despair with it. Just because you don't think you're getting anywhere sometimes doesn't mean you aren't. There's a lot going on in the background, in your unconscious mind, in your physical frame, in your spiritual body, and keep the technique running, I feel. Eventually you'll throw the technique away and will work with other things. But for now, I feel it's very important in your life to continue with what you've been shown. So I hope that helped, because it's lovely doing this and giving messages to people out there, and I know some of you get very excited by the messages that you get, so thank you for your feedback. And if you do enjoy watching all this, why not come and get a reading at my website, because I've got a team of readers, you know, that are on there 24/7, and there's lots of special deals there at the moment. For example, in the UK, if you're a new customer, you can use our welcome offer and get 29 pence a minute for the first 10 minutes, so you can try a reading for very little. Same with the USA, we've got 59 cents per minute for the first 10 minutes on the welcome offer. So thanks for watching my channel. And do come back and follow us. Click that little bell thingy at the bottom of the page there. We do loads of things here, as well as all these readings. We've got my family involved, we've got all sorts of investigations, we've got my mystic talks, so we're inspired, we got lots of readings, you'll see our stuff with the media and all sorts of things. So keep watching, and keep watching now, because coming up will be the playlist of more videos like this one today. So there could be another message there for you today.